Hi there, I'm Adam Snider with the Denver Brass, and today I want to share with you one of my favorite simple tone building exercises. This goes by a few different names, but I like to call it the wall of sound exercise because it helps me build a really uniform wall of sound where my tone stays really consistent all the way through my range from the low register all the way up through my upper register. We're just going to be playing through a major scale, one note at a time, slurring from a starting home note to the next note of the scale, and then on to the next note of the scale after that, and on through one octave. So today we're going to be playing in the key of B flat major. So we want to start on a concert B flat that's right in the middle of our range, where we're really comfortable playing and it's really easy to get a great unforced tone. So for me on tuba, that's going to be the second line B flat in the bass clef. Now for you and for your instrument, just take a second before we get going and figure out where your middle range concert B flat is. So we're all kind of starting on the same page. In the first part of this exercise, we're going to start on that middle range concert B flat, and then we're going to move out from there down one octave, one note at a time. So we're going to slur from the B flat, that home B flat, down to an A, then B flat, down to G, B flat to F, etc., until we get all the way from our home B flat down to low B flat, that next B flat down. Then we're going to essentially turn it around, come back the other way. So that low B flat, up to the home B flat, C, up to the home B flat, until we get back. The second part of this exercise, we're just going to kind of turn this on its head. We're going to start on the low B flat and move from that low B flat, one note at a time, slur up to the C, B flat, slur to D, etc., until we get from the low B flat up to the top B flat, and then again, just turn it around, come back. So start on that top B flat, slur down to the low B flat, A to the low B flat, etc., until we get all the way back to the low B flat. Just so you know, in the second half of each of those parts of this exercise, there's going to be a little bit of a turnaround right at the end of those lines. Now, this will all be in the music, which should be right at the bottom of the screen when we start playing. Just be aware, it's going to change just a little bit. So this exercise is really simple on purpose. We don't want to have a whole bunch of different things we're focusing on. We really just want to be able to focus on getting the best tone we possibly can all the way through our range. We're going to play at a really full, comfortable dynamic. So maybe a mezzo forte or at a forte. We want to play at a full dynamic where we don't have to feel like we're pushing, just letting it out. Playing at this full dynamic is going to help you to build your tone. Let's also make sure that we're always starting with a full breath. I like to make sure that I'm breathing in time at least one full beat before we start playing. At the very beginning of this exercise, the first note's going to happen on beat 4 of the bar. So I'm going to count 1, 2, play on 4. That's how it's going to work. For the second line, we're going to start right at the beginning of the bar. So it'll be like 1, 2, breathe, play. Just be ready for that. Start with that nice, full, comfortable breath. As we go through this, aim to do the least amount of work or shifting between the notes. That's really easy to do when we're moving from, say, the B flat to the A. Can we keep that same mindset when we're going from the B flat maybe down to the C, or B flat all the way down to that octave B flat? Just doing the least amount of work possible. Instead of thinking about there being a big jump up or jump down between these notes, especially when they start getting further apart, I like to think instead about blowing through both of those notes, blowing through that slur. The notes change, but I don't have to change very much for them. So thinking really in a horizontal line through those notes. So let's try this out. Line A, and 1, ready. Thank you. Line B, and 1, 2, ready. Line C, and 1, ready. Line D, and 1, 2, ready. All right, so now that we've played through the wall of sound in B flat major, let's talk about a couple of ways that we can vary this exercise and expand on it to get even more out of it. So one thing that I really like to do with this is to use it to expand my range. So once I feel comfortable in B flat major, really playing in that range, then maybe I'll play it in C major, just a little bit higher, making sure again, I can keep the same ease of playing all the way through that range. B flat to C, not a big deal, not a really big change. We'll just see if we can keep that same mindset. After C, maybe then I play it in D major, in E flat major, in F major, etc. Every time I step it up, I want to just remind myself of that ease that I get in the middle register, and that I want to bring that all the way through this new scale. And again, we can do the same thing going down after that. B flat major, maybe down to A, to G, to F, etc. Bring that ease, bring that great sound all the way through our range. The other thing that I like to do with this sometimes is to play it with a tuner and a drone if I can, so that as I'm playing it, so say we're playing in B flat major again, I'll put on B flat on my drone, and then I can listen to the drone, I can watch the tuner as I play through this and move to each note and make sure that I'm really getting everything right in tune with the best sound possible. And that I'm not relying on just, putting down the right valves, or if I'm playing trombone, having my slide in the right position. Like, okay, well, I'm moving from B flat to a G. Okay, it's fourth position in trombone for that G. I'm in fourth position, it must be in tune. Maybe we need to adjust a little bit. Just using our ears like that can help us out immensely. So this is another really great thing that we can do with this exercise. If you do this every day for, say, 2 weeks, you're going to see a really big change in your playing. Doing this just for 1 day is great, but it's even better if we can do it day over day. We start building new habits, new ways of listening, new ways of playing, new ways of thinking about this. If you do this for, say, 2 weeks every day, I think you're going to see huge changes to the sound that you're getting and how easy it is to play all the way through your range. I hope this has been helpful. I've had a really great time with you today, and check back soon for more Denver Brass videos. Thanks so much.